Oh! 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 No! Fuck Kumas! No, no, no! Kaleid! I lost! Ah! Sup, boys and girls, how you doing? It's your boy Too Lazy for Life, back at it with Fate, Kaleid, Liner, Prisma, Illya, Season 1. We've got 2 episodes left to go. Alright, 2 episodes left to go, episodes 9 and 10. It's not a 12 episode season. That's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever come across a series that finishes on 10 episodes. That's weird, alright? But yeah, we've got 2 episodes left. And, well, Illya's down in the dumps. She's resigned her fate to being a magical girl, and it's now up to Miyu to go solo Dark Berserker all by herself. I'm pretty sure that's not going to end well for her, and she's going to need Illya's help to come save the day, and eventually the two of them make up and whatever. That's pretty much what's probably going to happen for the last 2 episodes. That's what I'm betting on anyways. Last episode was an absolute resident sleeper fest, okay? Literally nothing happened. I was bored out of my damn mind. I felt cheated sitting there for 24 minutes to watch that. Practically nothing happened other than Illya resigning from being a magical girl. And then, you know, Miyu overheard all of that in the park at night. And then she went off saying, I'll go collect the final card myself. I don't need you. You don't have to fight anymore and whatever. And then that was it. That was the whole episode. Alright, so guys, without further ado, is okay, episode 9. Let's get on with it now, shall we? Go. Oh, bathroom, huh? Oh no. Nice censorship. Alright, otherwise the FBI would be right behind me right now. They've already bashed down the door. Just look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful censorship. Damn. To be one with your shower cubicle for 2 hours in a hot steaming sauna-like environment, you suddenly become galaxy brain. You suddenly become giga brain. Okay, if you guys ever had a hot shower, okay, with a power shower with those like, oh, I totally forgot. Oh, I totally forgot about that in the preview. Oh, MILF Sophia. Oh, yeah. Fucking give me that fucking hot MILF Iris feel, man. Wait, what's the censorship? I can't see shit, man. This is the BD, right? I'm pretty sure this is the BD. Right? Why is it so heavily censored even for a BD? Wow. Yeah, it's cramped, alright. That was what I was about to say. She fucking beat me to it. There's literally like... There's like no room to move and you're gonna have to fight Berserker? No. That's a seizure filter. I'm pretty sure that was a seizure filter right there. It's been so subtle I've barely recognized. I barely noticed it throughout the entirety of this season so far. No wonder the fucking steam was so large. Oh right, of course. Fucking Heracles' noble phantasm. He can't be scratched, right, by these lesser ranked abilities. They won't chip it. They won't be able to even scratch him. Yeah, except he's got more lives, bitch. Ooh! Yeah! I keep forgetting that this is an alternate reality where all of the characters haven't gone through Fate Stay Night. Meanwhile, I'm here having to fucking go through education again 3 times over. Oh man, just... Yeah, like, yeah, your Unlimited Blade Works version, Rin, already said that. Oh, he's not gonna let you get out, is he? Huh? Yeet! Hey! She's gonna turn into Saber? Okay. That fucking... Where's your chest plate? Oh, wow. I still can't believe that episode happened. Okay? That was fucking sick. They call them pseudo-servants, right? But the actual, you know, the fucking spirit of that servant isn't even in these girls. Archer wasn't in Illya, and Saber isn't in Miyu. They just wear the costumes and have the combat abilities, but, you know, the actual heroic spirit isn't actually, you know, there in their body to... Oh! 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 She got fucking decked in the head! Oh! Shit! Man, Illya is still there, huh? In her fucking bedroom. Meanwhile, Miyu's about to fucking die. Can you guys hurry it up, please? All right. Can you guys? Oh. Oh, so that's why Miyu's been acting all cold around her. She just wanted to protect her first and only friend. Oh. Okay. This is cute and all, but yep, you see, I told you, Illya comes to save the day because Miyu couldn't do it by herself, and she realizes Illya has to be there to carry some of her burden, okay, so she doesn't have to do everything alone, and that's what friends are for. And that's what it means to be a couple. That's what it means to be lovers. And then these two suck each other off. And then, you know, just that same old generic story of how you get a stubborn tsundere partner who thinks that she's all that and she needs to do everything by herself and shoulder all of the burdens and responsibilities of all of the what it means to be a champion of justice by herself. And then you have the other character who feels like she's a burden, but then eventually learns that it's okay to be a burden because you can then help shoulder the burden of your partner, who then, you know, eventually comes to terms with how you don't want her to also be left out. And then, you know, the two of them can also, you know, just fight evil fight crime together. And then, you know, eventually they just make up and become best friends, and they rely on each other for the rest of their lives. And then, you know, they'll never have to be apart again. And then just shut up. Stop. Fuck. Oh, I'm choking on my own spit, man. Oh, shut up, bruv. Stop talking. Holy shit. Your mouth is like a fucking open tap of diarrhea. Kaleid. Okay, I'm gonna need to, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that before the FBI comes crashing through my front door. So yeah, just like I said, you know, Miyu can't do it alone, and then realizes that Illya's there to be by her side and to carry some of the burden for her, mantle some of the responsibility of the mantle upon herself as well, to lighten Miyu's load. It's like what Samwise Gamgee said to Frodo: share the load. I just want to help. Alright, and then, you know, Miyu eventually will realize that Illya is there to be by her side, to, you know, to have her back, and then she'll stop being such a stubborn tsundere trying to do everything by herself, and then she can learn to start relying on others to share, you know, the workload, and then be a team and work effectively together to accomplish the same goal. And then eventually those two will probably become super wet for each other and suck each other off, even though they're fucking 10 years old, and the FBI is definitely going to come crashing through my door soon enough. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's not really a whole lot to talk about in this episode other than the fact that we got introduced to Berserker again. His mechanics are the same as in Fate's Day Night. He's got regeneration and, you know, pitiful rank noble phantasms cannot scratch him, cannot dent him. Illya spent, like, the majority of the episode just talking to MILF Safil, Mama Safil, okay, back in her bedroom. Trying to figure out what to do with her life. Meanwhile, Miyu's there just getting absolutely dumpstered by Berserker. She even did what Illya did, okay? Just, you know, just installed the fucking card, right? Illya, I don't know how she did it. It's like she just ass-pulled it at that moment there in a moment of fear. Flight or flight. And somehow something inside her just woke up and allowed her to take on this weird sort of, you know, incarnation, ascended form, where she just, you know, doesn't, you know, become her normal self. She's now, you know, become some other weird, possessed, magical girl, and then she suddenly knew how to install the card. But Miyu, okay, Miyu doesn't do that. Miyu just consciously knew what she was doing from just watching and copying Illya, and then she also magically just, you know, installed the card with very little effort. So what? Everyone can just put the card on the floor and say install, and they can use the card. Pretty sure there has to be some kind of fucking restrictions and requirements to allow somebody, you know, to use the card like that. Otherwise, everybody can fucking pick up that card by mistake and install it on themselves. That would be a real problem if you just get some random ass person just coming across the cards like, oh look, card. And then it's suddenly, you know, knows that to use it, you just say install, and then they end up installing it on themselves. That would be a pretty bad thing to happen. All right, so yeah, she took on the form of Saber, but she didn't have a fucking chest plate, which I thought was pretty odd. But she had everything else that fucking Saber's armor had, but missing the chest plate. Just to show off that fucking flimsy, like, wet, that flimsy fucking white, you know, piece of cloth that could barely hang on because fucking Miyu is flat as an ironing board, doesn't have any tits for that fucking little white boob strap cover to actually fill up and hold and support. So that part looked really, really jank, the fact that the chest plate was completely missing on her outfit. But yeah, you know, Miyu got fucking dumpstered, man. Especially when Berserker just like decked her on the top of her head and set her just eating the fucking concrete floor. That part was nasty. And yeah, that was it. Illya came in at the very end, just at the final critical moment to save Miyu's life, and well, the finale, the last episode, episode 10 of season 1, they're just gonna probably defeat Berserker and everything's gonna be hunky-dory again, alright? So yeah. That's about it. Unless I missed out anything, you guys just leave it in the comment sections below. But so far, this show is pretty self-explanatory. It's just not really a whole lot of philosophical, complex things to talk about, considering I'm already, you know, well-versed in Fate's Day Night and, you know, Fate world already as it is in terms of the mainline story and its characters. So it's not really pulling out any big stops right now for me to, you know, get all hyped up and excited about to talk about for half an hour. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Okay, that's all of my thoughts for episode 9 of Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya Season 1. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. All right, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Sign up to the Patreon. Join the Discord, okay? I very much appreciate it, guys, if you do all of that for me. Most of those things that I've said are free and it takes 2 seconds of your time. So please, if you actually like my content and you follow me recurringly every week, and you have done for like almost 3/4 of a year now, and you want to see me succeed, show your support. Click on all of those fucking buttons down below, okay, guys? Thank you so much. Big, massive shout-out to all of my existing patrons right now supporting me on Patreon. And last but not least, one big, massive shout-out once again to Eden's Musketeer. Once again, thank you, mate, so much for your insane level of patronage and support. You're an absolute freaking superstar. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time for the final episode, episode 10, the last episode of Season 1 of Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya, okay? But until then, that's it from your boy. Catch you later.